The ships came, looming on the horizon like dark omens. They brought darkness and despair, casting a shadow over the land and its people. Men, women, and children were torn from their homes, their cries echoing through the night. They were forced onto ships, shackled and bound, their freedom stripped away. The journey across the ocean was long and treacherous, filled with uncertainty and fear. It was filled with unimaginable cruelty, the stench of suffering permeating the air. Many died along the way, their bodies unable to endure the harsh conditions. Their bodies were thrown overboard, lost to the depths of the unforgiving sea. The survivors found strength in each other, a glimmer of hope in their shared suffering. They whispered stories of hope, of a future where they might be free again. They clung to their faith, praying for deliverance and the strength to endure. This was the horrific reality of the transatlantic slave trade, a dark chapter in human history. It was a journey marked by chains and tears, a testament to human cruelty. Yet even in the face of such suffering, the African spirit endured, unbroken and resilient. The will to live, to resist, to one day be free, burned bright within them, a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. Though taken from their homelands, the African people carried their heritage with them. They had their traditions, they had their stories. Most importantly, they had their spirit and each other. Their ancestors whispered wisdom in their ears. Their gods gave them strength. Music became their solace. Rhythm became their language of resistance. These traditions, these stories, this faith became a lifeline. They were a connection to a past brutally ripped away. They were a promise of a future yet to be written. There were those who refused to be broken, who stood tall despite the weight of their chains. They rose above their suffering, transforming their pain into a source of strength and resilience. They became beacons of hope for their fellow captives, inspiring others to believe in the possibility of freedom. One such man was Olaudah Equiano, a figure whose life story would become a testament to the power of the African spirit. He was kidnapped as a child, torn from his homeland and thrust into a world of unimaginable hardship. He survived the harrowing Middle Passage, a journey that claimed countless lives. Against all odds, he bought his freedom. He then dedicated his life to fighting slavery, using his voice and his story to advocate for the abolitionist cause. His story is not unique, but it is powerful. It echoes the experiences of many who endured similar fates. Countless men and women found strength in their pain, turning their suffering into a source of unyielding determination. They used their experiences to fight for justice, becoming advocates for change and equality. They became voices for the voiceless, speaking out against the injustices they had endured. They turned their suffering into a powerful force for change, transforming society and leaving a legacy of resilience and hope. Section 4, Finding Freedom Within. The spirit of the Negro is incredibly resilient. Even in the darkest of times, it finds a way to hope. It finds a way to dream. The captured Africans held on to their inner freedom. They practiced their traditions in secret. They passed down their stories. They never let their captors break their spirit. This inner strength is what allowed them to survive. Though their bodies were enslaved, their minds were free. They found solace in their communities. They found strength in their faith and togetherness. Section 5, Building anew, brick by brick. Upon reaching the shores of the New World, the enslaved Africans faced a new set of challenges. They were forced to work on plantations. They were denied their basic human rights while being beaten mercilessly. But even in this oppressive environment, they found ways to rebuild. They created families. They formed communities. They held on to their traditions. They learned new skills. They became artisans, craftsmen, and entrepreneurs. They bought their freedom. They built churches and schools. They laid the foundation for a brighter future. Section 6, A legacy of dreams deferred, dreams realized. The legacy of the transatlantic slave trade is a complicated one, filled with both sorrow and strength. It is a story of unimaginable cruelty, where countless lives were torn apart and dreams were shattered. But it is also a story of incredible resilience, where the African spirit refused to be broken, despite the harshest of conditions. The African people brought with them their culture, their spirit, and their dreams. They carried with them the rich traditions, music, and stories of their homeland. These dreams were deferred, but they were never forgotten. They were kept alive in the hearts and minds of those who endured. They were passed down through generations, from elders to the young, ensuring that the legacy would live on. Today, we see the legacy of those dreams in every aspect of the lives of the Negro. The influence is profound and far-reaching. We see it in the music, from the soulful rhythms of jazz and blues to the powerful beats of hip-hop. We taste it in the food, rich with flavors and history, and we see it in the art, vibrant and expressive, and the spirit of the people, which continues to inspire and uplift. We see it in the ongoing fight for equality and justice, a testament to the enduring strength and determination of a people who have overcome so much and refuse to be broken. Purchase your copy of From Slave Ship to Entrepreneurship on Amazon today.